Time for another one of these blasts from the past here, as I've got two booster boxes for the first ever extra booster released in the English format, Calvary of Black Steel. I have a whole history video on this set that I'll have linked in the usual places, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. This is one of those smaller sets similar to the festival collection triple drive booster stuff that we are getting nowadays, so it doesn't have a huge amount of packs or anything like that, or set list at all. They are pretty different because this one actually has 15 packs as opposed to the 10 that we get now, and it has a total of 5 cards in each pack as opposed to the 3 that we get now, so quite a big of a difference. But let's jump right into this. So we got the first box here. Let's go ahead and open that up. As the, I want to say classic design of Ren and Spectral Duke in the background here. And let's go ahead and get all of our packs. The packs are a nice, vibrant crimson-like color, which is pretty cool. And we can actually see the, I believe this is either the Royal Paladin, no, it should be the Shadow Paladin card, but it's just a vanilla, whichever one of the two it is, it's just a vanilla 10k, so that's kind of funny. But let's go ahead and open these packs. Got Grapeshot Wyvern, that's one of the cards I actually skipped over in the history video. We got Medical Manager, on play Soul Charge 1, Special Intercept for Mega Colony. We got the Draw trigger here for golds. It actually has the ability to give something 10k when it is placed from your deck. And then we got ourselves Jelly Beans here as our rare. I don't really know what to call these. I'll have to look up and see what the community decides to end up calling these, but these are those 7k grade 2s that if you had basically a full board and hit with a Spike Brothers, with a bunch of Spike Brother rear guards, and you get to draw 1 card. Every nation eventually got one of these. Got ourselves Mega Colony Battler C here. We got ourselves War Horse Raging Storm. The card's pretty cool looking. Really cool name. Got ourselves the Petal Fairy. I always forget that her hand is here, so I always think she only has like 1 arm. And we got ourselves, ooh, Gigantic Destroyer. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Dragon Armored Knight. Always looked really cool. I can't say there's really much that I'd like from this set. Dudley Douglas to have for myself here. But, you know, one of the crazy things wouldn't be so bad if I got it like a Spectral Duke, you know? Got ourselves Toxic Trooper. Opponent can now intercept its attacks. Gyro Slinger. Flash Edge Valkyrie. Pretty cool card. Midu Bidu. Cool. Bird. We got ourselves a new stand trigger. Kung Fu Kicker for spikes. And we got ourselves the Voldemort. Very cool. We got ourselves the starter of the ride chain for Spectral Duke Dragon. Grapeshot. Got ourselves Commander Gary Cannon here. I'm like 99% sure this is actually supposed to be a ISO 21 reference, because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Hiruma Yoichi, but I don't know for certain. Mad Fly. We got ourselves the Blade Feather Valkyrie. And I got ourselves the Dudley Daisy. I used to love this card in Vanguard 0 just because I had her SP, and the SP looked really cool. Right, another commander. Ooh, we got ourselves the Grade 1 Scout of Darkness Voldemort here. Cool. I got ourselves the Cross-Shot Garp. Onimuji of the Moonlit Knight. And ooh, we got ourselves something of something of the higher rarity finally. We got ourselves White Dragon Knight Pendragon here. Pretty cool. This says limit break at the beginning of your main phase. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Search for up to 1 Grade 3 Royal Paladin from among them and write it. Shuffle your deck after that. And when this is placed, it gets 5k power to the end of the turn. Another Slinger here, another Mega Colony Battler, another Midu. I got the Blue Scaled Deer, cool, and another Dudley Daisy. Sure, Machining Mosquito, Knight of Determination Lamarok. And then we got ourselves the Grade 2 here of the Spectral Duke line, the Black Dragon Knight Voldemort. getting real close. Manager, Mega Colony, Beetle, Sea, Garp, Kung Fu Kicker, and we got ourselves the Toxic Soldier here to go alongside with our Toxic Trooper. But same effect, your opponent cannot intercept their attacks. Dudley Douglas, Mega Colony Special Intercept, Horse, Onimuji, and we got ourselves the Bewitching Officer, Lady Butterfly. Very beautiful looking card. Hidama, Grade 1, Midu, Pedo Fairy, and we got ourselves a double rare here in Reckless Express. So this says Soul Blast 1 when this unit attacks. They give this 5k to the end of that battle, and then at the beginning of the close step of that battle, return this unit to your deck and shuffle your deck. Somehow I'm surprised that I'm getting a lot of reprints considering how small the set list is. But, oh, we actually got him. Let's frickin' go. He's not as foily as I thought he was going to be, but this is the Spectral Duke Dragon here. So on limit break, counter blast to choose 3 of your Gold Paladin rearguards and retire them at the beginning of the close step of the battle. This unit attack the Vanguard. Then stand this unit and it loses Twin Drive until the end of that turn. Also, if you have the Black Dragon Knight Voldemort in the soul, this gets an additional 1k power. It's actually a new card there. We haven't seen that yet, but that's Zachary. Blade Feather. We got ourselves a Stand Trigger, Mega Colony, and we actually got ourselves the Martial Arts Mutant Master Beetle here. This is a limit break. Counterblast 3 when this attacks a Vanguard. Choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards and they cannot stand until the next stand phase, or I should say can't stand during the very next one. But also if you don't have a Mega Colony Vanguard or rear guard, this loses 2k. Got yourself Smart Leader Dark Bringer here, new starter for Spikes. Omniscience Madonna, and then we got ourselves the Dragonic Executioner. And we got ourselves the very last pack of this first box here. Got ourselves another Zachary, another Machining Mosquito. Got ourselves the back cover card here. It was for Shadow Paladin, Knight of Fighting Spirit Jordana here, one of the first Shadow Paladins that were coming to the English version. And the last card is going to be Twin Shine Swordsman Maharas here, who just gets 2k when it attacks. On to the second box here. I feel like I have just about a copy of every card at this point. I don't know if there's anything I've actually missed. I should know considering I had to study the set list for that video, but I feel like we got just about everything. It was not a huge, massive set. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, if you haven't seen that History of Vanguard video, please go ahead and check it out as we get ourselves another grade 0 volt or more. Smart Leader Darkbringer here is actually kind of cool because he puts himself to the soul after an attack hits. Then you can just go ahead and call a Spike Brothers from your hand. But, you know, he has 5k, but, you know, you could do that for free, just get an extra extension if your attack hits. We've got ourselves another White Dragon Knight Pendragon. Cool. The only other thing that would be cool is if we can nab ourselves an SP. I don't know how much it'll go for, but I can imagine an SP, a Special Duke, would go for quite a bit. But, you know, if not, I guess that's okay too. Another Special Duke overall would be nice. Looking like the same pattern as the last box. You might actually end up getting another Spectral Duke as well as one of each of the ride line, which is kind of cool from that perspective. I always thought this card was hideous looking. Driller. Another Petal Fairy. Ooh, very nice. Forgot about good old Dragonic Lawbreaker, or as I should say, Lawkeeper. Fun fact, I did completely mess up saying his name, even though in the script I wrote in Lawkeeper, but I just said Lawbreaker when I was reading it out. And because of the way my voice sounded, I couldn't re-record those lines. So that's one of the rare flubs, you know, speaking flubs by me that I had to leave in a video because I usually redo those or take those out. But this is a double rare for Kagero, Dragonic Lawbreaker. It says on limit break, counterblast 1, bind all of your opponent's rear guard at the beginning of the end phase of that turn. Your opponent chooses up to 4. I should say this differently because this confused me originally reading this, but it's bind all of your opponent's rear guards. And it should have just been a period there. Then it just said at the end at the beginning of your end phase of your turn, your opponent chooses up to 4 cards that were bound by this effect from his or her bind zone, calls them to separate rearguard circles, puts all other cards that were bound by this effect into the drop zone. So the thing about this is that the way this is worded out, you focus more on this part and ignore the fact that it removes your opponent's whole board for a battle phase. But when this attacks, if the number of rearguards your opponent has is 2 or less, this gets plus 3k, which is basically guaranteed by the first skill. Douglas, Special Intercept, Lamrock, Kung Fu Kicker, and another Dudley Daisy. Dragon Armored Knight is pretty interesting because it seems like they tried to give the same 11k restriction to a grade 2 that's kind of vanilla, because all it does is Counterblast 1 gets 1k. I don't know if it was because this didn't work out or the proliferation of grade 2 vanillas being so prominent that they never what seems like to make the jump over to, you know, grade 2s being 10k base, but they also, you know, I guess tried that out with grade 3s and ended up making that jump instead. Got our sons here, Mutu. I was peeked ahead. Should do this like the Pokemon TCGers do, but we got ourselves the Demonic Lord Dudley Emperor here. Yeah, the double rares have better foiling in my opinion than the triples. But this says, on Limit Break, Counterblast 2, choose 2 Spike Brothers from your hand and put them into Soul when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If you do, start your deck for up to 2 Spike Brothers and call them to separate open rearguard circles and shuffle your deck. Also says when it's boosted by Spike Brothers, he gets an additional 3k. Very cool. Always forget that this guy was a 10k base. Manager, another Machine Mosquito, another of you, another of you, and another Toxic Trooper, or Soldier. Airshot Wyvern, Roly-Poly, Raging Storm, Blue Scale Dio, and Twin Sword Maharas. I mean, it doesn't seem like the worst pull rate for the most part, but you would have to buy a couple of these to get a full playset of Spectral Duke from the looks of it. Got those Jelly Beans. I don't know, maybe I just got kind of lucky that first one, but then again, yeah, you have to open 4 of these to get Spectral Duke. That kind of sucks. Oh, wow, we got ourselves the first ever Shadow Paladin here in Origin Mange Illidana here. So this is a double rare. It says Limit Break, Counterblast 2. Choose 2 of your Shadow Paladin rearguards, retire them when this attacks, then drop 2, and this guy gets 3k to the end of that battle. You know, decent enough little skill, but with only one other Shadow Paladin existing, it's kind of rough to pull it off. And that shows the very last pack here. Do not expect this one to be a barn burner, considering we've already had a couple of hits in the other packs. Got ourselves another Gary Cannon, another Flash Edge Valkyrie, another Cross Shot Garp, another Omnimuji of the Moonlit Knight, and our last card is going to be the very beautiful Bewitching Officer, a Lady Butterfly, unfortunately. And that'll do it for this opening of the somewhat infamous Calvary of Black Steel. I don't know how much people really care about this set nowadays, because I know it was pretty, you know, pivotal way back when, but nowadays I don't know if most people care about it, since a lot of the cards are don't see any play, and I think maybe, spoiler alert, most of the cards in this set will just not see any actual play, even back when they were received, other than this guy, but we'll see how long that lasts. But hey, in any case, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little blast to the past. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, play Vanguard, and have yourselves a damn good one.